I'm Dani Gurry, and you've tuned in to Good Morning Frederick. It's a podcast, about Frederick. Everything, the people, the businesses, the nonprofits, and the cool stuff. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Good Morning Frederick.
Hi, I'm Jared from Karma's Auto Care, and you're watching Good Morning Frederick.
Morning, Frederick. Today is Monday, December 30th. I'm your host, Dani Gurry. It is New Year's Eve. Goodness gracious, I cannot believe we are right on the edge of 2025. Here's a rundown of today's show, Trending Stories with Dani and Marco. We've got all the events with what's happening in Frederick. And I chat with Diane Foland from FFOCAS, which is Friends of Frederick County Animal Shelter. And we're going to find out the top 3 things you love about Frederick. And hopefully these are the top 3 things you love about Frederick. I asked a lot of my guests, and these were the answers we received. Now, the final total will be coming soon for how well we did in December for Blessings in a Backpack. Coming soon, I will tell you who we are collecting for in January, because from now until New Year, the Home of Everything Frederick will not be open. So whatever the total is, it is. Unless you want to reach out to me and purchase some Good Morning Frederick merch, and I can organize to get you that before January 1st. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please ask a friend or two to subscribe. And I want to welcome all of our new subscribers. If you're wondering what this show is all about, well, it's about you, Frederick, Maryland, the people, the community, and the happenings. And we do a podcast. Well, we actually just take this show and put it up on a podcast. So if you just want to listen, you can find us on Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeart, and other platforms. Well, why don't we go ahead and get this December 30th show started? We want to thank our show's sponsor, Heart Home Solutions, your solution for all your home remodeling needs. Basement refinishing, new kitchen or bath. If you're selling and need things freshened up, or maybe you just bought a new home and you want some changes before you move in, Heart Home Solutions can help. Heart, H-A-R-T, hearthomesolutions.com. Well, every Monday morning, my brother Marco and I bring you trending stories. You know, he is a morning DJ on a radio station in Ohio. So we film trending stories on Sunday evenings. Well, the Commanders played at 8 p.m. last night. So there was no way I was going to wait until the end of the game before we recorded our trending stories. So this week's trending stories won't have anything about the Commanders, but I can tell you with the game last night, oh, goodness gracious, my brother would have been fit to be tied for trending stories. So I'm kind of glad we didn't have it to talk about. But the Commanders did pull off the win by the skin of their teeth for sure. And they've secured the wild card spot. I'm not sure this team is going to be ready for the playoffs, but you never know. These guys never cease to amaze me in pulling off the win. So we're going to go ahead and do trending stories, and we're sparing you the Marco edition of the Commanders. But we got some fun stuff that we talked about. Oh, I didn't even pull it up. Let's go. Goodness, I tell you. It was quite a game. And I'll tell you this. I just think that the Commanders are, their young team, and it's okay because I think that it's exciting to watch. And I really do believe that they are going to be a powerful team very soon. I just don't know if they've got what it takes to pull it off. I'm now looking for trending stories. I don't have any idea. Let's see where I put it. Let's see. Trending. Oh, here we go. Let's see what we get. There you go.
And welcome to Monday morning, New Year's Eve here. It is Trending Stories right here on Good Morning Frederick. My name is Marco. Make sure you hit share, follow, like, comment, distribute this to all your friends. Make sure Dani and her channel goes bizarrely, epically viral here as we make our way to show number 200. Dani, good morning.
Good morning, Marco. How are you?
I'm excited.
You are, yes. We are barreling toward 2025 after a Christmas break. And these last 2 weeks, or, the last 2 weeks of the year, are surely unproductive for a lot of people.
Unproductive is exactly what I love. I'm at work doing things that normally just, I wouldn't be doing, like my taxes and other things. Yeah. No, nobody's there in this in-between time between New Year's and your Christmas.
No.
And but it's
and with those dates being on Wednesdays, it's really throwing everything off for 2 whole weeks. Typically, it's about a week of no productivity, but boy, I tell you can't get in touch with anyone right now.
No, not right now. So you kind of just hit restack, rebuild, and get ready for 2025 and a new year just starting tomorrow. Can you believe it? Have you gotten everything out of 2024 that you needed?
Well, I surely got things going, and I'm looking for 2025 to kind of just put the bow right on top and continue things that we started this year, of course.
Yeah. Well, me too. Looking forward to put 2024 behind and start fresh in 2025. Hopefully, for me, it'll be a little bit better than 2024. But my new thing is I don't complain. I just roll with it. So, whatever, you can't stop it. So you just roll with it. You laugh. You have some fun with it because at the end of the day, this is just one big game.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. You just got to keep looking forward, one foot in front of the other, and just keep on moving.
And so I want to start off our first story here on the positive side. Not really. I guess I'm involved in this now, but I'll play this and I'll see if if you are getting some of the same things here. But for me, 100%. Let's get to this here real quick and let me know if you've gotten this.
I'm starting to see people talking about the fog finally. I've been saying it for over a month because it's been here for literally months. It has been foggy for months. We might get a 10-minute break during the day around noon, and then it rolls back in.
Have you noticed the fog and the grayness and just the bizarre weather? I mean, it was in Toledo, it was in the 60s on the last yesterday and the day before, but a lot of rain, a lot of fog, a lot of nuts.
Same down here. It's really weird. Actually, the other night I was driving and I'm thinking, is it foggy or my eyes just like, I don't know what's happening. What is that?
I don't know, but it's happening everywhere. And obviously the conspiracy theory, I hate to say conspiracy. We need a new word because the conspiracy theories are like 174 and 0 as to not be theories.
Coming true.
But they say the stuff in the sky, the government might be doing something to fog everything up so that we can't see what's going on with the lights, the drones, the orbs, all that stuff. And then on top of it,
I wouldn't doubt it. And it's quite funny. I was getting my hair done. I got all the grays removed recently. And my hairdresser took photos of all these chemtrails in the sky. There were like tons. It wasn't just like 1 or 2. It was like 8 or 10. Just while she was sitting out having her morning coffee, she looked up and it was like tons of chemtrails recently, and it just makes you wonder what the heck is happening.
Yeah, I mean, that's what a lot of people are seeing. And then the second part of that video that we're not going to play because it's pretty long, but is the sickness that everybody, I've fallen victim to it. I've gotten this weird little cough that won't go away. I have stuff in my throat. I don't feel sick, and I feel okay. It's just this long, dragging, weird cough slash just, I don't know.
And they're saying it's pneumonia. Like people, and I didn't think pneumonia was contagious, so I have no idea how people are coming down in such large numbers with pneumonia. But the kids are getting it, adults. Our friend of the show, Tara, has had it. It's awful. Yeah, terrible. I just knock wood that I'm staying healthy and not coming down with any of that. I don't have time to be sick.
Yeah, nobody ain't got about time for that. So between that and the fog and everything else, it seems like we're in for an interesting 2024. Also related to that, I don't know if you've seen where Donald Trump and President Musk, Elon Musk, now are in the news trying to figure out what's going to be going on with Doge cutting a lot of the government stuff, the stuff inside of Congress going on. So we just start 2025 in a bizarre way.
I know. Always. We can't, especially with, a new administration coming in. And, I don't know how much of the transfer of power has been peaceful. It has been most upside down world happening. It's like there's just so much chaos happening. And it seems that the outgoing administration just wants to continue to throw stuff on the wall and just distract everybody.
Yeah, and the latest one, it's so funny because, listen, we've had 4 years of Trump. Well, we had, the last 15 years of him being in the public eye. I think regular people know now that he just will sometimes say stuff. The latest poll that I saw from USA Today, they polled Canadians, this is getting out there, to see if they want to be the 51st state, really, because Donald Trump, just on a side note, said maybe we'll make him the 51st state. And now, these people are going berserk with this whole thing.
I don't think Canadians have caught on to the fact that sometimes he'll just throw things out there to shake things up and get people rallying. And I can't imagine the Canadian Parliament would be too happy about the fact that half of the Canadians up there are like, we'll be the 51st state.
They did it by region. I think the most I saw as wanting to say yes is 20%. So there's not a high volume, but he was obviously kidding. But boy, the news, they don't care about that. They just go with their own thing.
Yep, we'll be part of the U.S., eh?
God. It wouldn't be a bad thing, would it? You make everything nice and easy, bring the currency to the, but whatever. It is not even going to happen. It's not even really on the table.
The thing is, too, Mr. Wonderful doubled down on that and talked about how it could all actually work. So there are people actually going, okay, well, this could be something good. Let's put a plan in place.
Yeah. So, it's so weird to see it grow legs and figure that out. But we'll see.
Then the next big thing is the Panama Canal. Have you seen this?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, Trump wants to get the Panama Canal back under U.S. control. And, I think I read 27,000 American lives were lost during the building of the Panama Canal under Roosevelt.
Say they are
and, it's, I think the president of Panama tweeted or made a statement that was never going to happen. And Trump just tweeted back, "We'll see."
Yeah.
And anytime he tweets 2 words back, boy, that is like getting the look from the parent, when you're misbehaving.
Yeah, that is insane. But again, a lot of times he just says stuff. But you're right, Paul. With the old "we'll see," that's you're like, ooh, that might have touched a nerve. So I don't know if you saw this. This happened in your neck of the woods. Let me roll the tape here. This is a pretty insane deal here at Chipotle. So this lady breaks into Chipotle because she doesn't like the portion size. This lady doesn't work there with the bowl. She's just She's trying to make her own bowl because she wasn't satisfied with what the Chipotle people were doing. This is in D.C. Now watch this. Well, this guy that gets paid $9 an hour comes in here and tries to stop this theft happening, and he's really going to be upset.
Well, how much sour cream do you really need, man?
Yeah, well,
Sorry.
watch this. It's in his face, so.
He's just trying to. Oh, no.
Yeah, so just trying to stop the customer.
Just standing there. Just
listen. I've been saying this all along. We're a country that we're at odds here, and everything is happening. Do not fool with Chipotle. You know the portion sizes. Stop messing with us. You got to stop messing with us because this.
You know, it's funny when all that stuff went down and the Chipotle president came on media saying, you know, nothing. If you just want to get a little more, you do the head nod or the wink, you know, that sort of thing. Thankfully, I haven't noticed here that the portion sizes have gotten that much smaller. It is less, though. I gotta say. I don't know. Maybe they made the spoons a little smaller because when they pile on, they still do like a spoonful, but it is definitely less than it used to be. And, you know, people are cutting corners all sorts of ways.
Yeah. Listen, we're at our breaking point. And just one more thing. So that happened in D.C., and that's kind of a crazy thing. But up in my neck of the woods, you know, we're only about an hour or so from Detroit. I don't know if you saw this, but this was quite fun here as somehow lions have escaped from wherever. They don't know where, and they're just running along the streets in Detroit. Look, and then not one. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
What?
Lions in. Now listen, the Detroit is home of the Detroit Lions football team. This is
maybe this was a promo thing gone bad. For someone in the promotions department at Detroit Lions is like,
yeah. Well, listen, if the football team doesn't take advantage of that, I don't know. There's never been a more clear, easy way. They don't know where they escaped from or how they escaped.
Not know where they escaped from. I mean, how many zoos are in Detroit?
Well, they don't know if it's a zoo or if it was like somebody had them in their backyard. But I mean, boy, can you just imagine going grocery shopping in Detroit and getting eaten by a lion? I mean,
Detroit can be scary enough as it is. I don't think we need wild animals chasing after you. Holy goodness.
The only good thing I will say about that is most people in Detroit have several different handguns. So I don't know. It'll be a pretty fair fight.
Legal or otherwise.
Yeah, exactly. But can you imagine getting ready to go to a New Year's Eve party? You open your door. Oh, there's a lion.
Not just one. There's like a pack.
A herd. A pride of lions. Right. So it's bizarre. I mean, you know, but it's funny.
What is happening?
You know, I mean, you just.
It's like we're insane. In Jumanji right
now. It really
now.
is like we're in Jumanji. Did you see that video? I should pull it up here of something being in a tree that this guy can't see. He's got the spotlight on, and this thing is ripping branches. And I don't mean twigs. I mean branches just straight off the tree while he's looking in there, and it's invisible. Have you seen this?
I did see that. And again, I view everything with a hint of skepticism because God knows between AI and all these people being good video editors, I don't know what's real or not anymore, but yeah, it's nuts. It's nuts. Yeah. We're in the upside down world, I'm telling you.
I had to have a conversation with our mom and dad and basically saying, don't believe anything you even see anymore. Ask
or
me
hear.
First. Yeah,
or hear,
see, look at. None of it is real.
You cannot believe anything. I know. I always hesitate to just be like, oh, that's cool. Hey, that's really interesting because I think, oh, people come back, oh, it's fake AI.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is crazy, but do you want to take the chance of going in Detroit without, if it is AI, maybe it is AI, or maybe you're dead. So, I don't know.
Just travel with packs of meat on your person to just, distract them for a minute.
That reminds me of, you ever the Will Ferrell Talladega Nights when they're doing their PSAs and like wild dogs have taken over several cities. I mean, that's what it feels like. So there's a few things going on, a lot of craziness. I don't know if you saw this story, but this is an insane happening. This is body cam footage showing these correctional officers beating a prisoner to death inside of the room. His name is 43-year-old Robert Brooks. He died in the hospital the next day, as you can see there. But there's just 30 minutes of video. He's handcuffed, by the way, and his feet cuffed. But these guys are just brutally beating him. And
what is happening?
Yeah, New York Attorney General's office released this body camera footage showing the fatal beating of state prisoner by correctional officer. They kicked him and punched him repeatedly. He was handcuffed in an infirmary bed. Governor Kathy Hochul ordered the firing of 14 workers at the Marcy Correctional Facility in Oneida County, where the incident occurred. But I mean,
that is horrible.
Yeah.
I don't care what. That's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, this man is obviously he's on a bed and he's handcuffed. I mean, it's just insane.
That's nuts. That is awful.
So
we need to stop that kind of crap because there are good workers out there, and that's terrible. That's awful. Those men should be fired. They should be held liable.
They should go to trial.
Put on trial, and they should be put right in jail right next to the people there.
Yeah. So we'll keep an eye on that. But, hopefully 2024 will be over and this kind of stuff will be done and we can put it to bed, for say.
Well, yeah, it would be good to think that, for sure. It would be good to think that. Unfortunately, with humans, you can't always guarantee it. But it's just terrible. And, no matter what that man did, to lead him in jail, no one deserves that at all.
100% agree. So hopefully they'll get due justice and we'll figure it all out. You have any other trending stories?
Well, I sent you something that's more fun and a little lighthearted. I think we ought to, conclude on something a little happy because, Is it the trend or the animal here? Which one do you want? Either one. You can do either, or we could do both. We got a couple of minutes.
Let's start with the animal that I don't know if that is a gremlin or not, but it looks like a gremlin. So let me turn this up and start it here.
That's a cat.
That's a cat?
That's a cat.
I
want that cat.
That has to be that's a filter. It's got to be a filter.
Again, I don't know what to believe.
Yeah,
but if
see,
this
that's
is real. I want one.
Again, as we always do, my favorite first comment: you found Gizmo. Gizmo really exists. Yeah, I mean, this thing looks just like.
I know.
Just like.
Look at the face.
That's like the Dumbo of the cat world.
Happened? I mean, I wonder if that's for real. Does he grow into his ears and his ears stay the same size? Maybe you're born with your full-size ears. I'm not really sure.
Maybe he's a cat that identifies as an elephant. We don't know. We don't know. So that is good. I think that's a great way to end after all the other decent.
Much happier note for sure.
Yeah. So all
right. Well, our next trending stories will be in 2025.
Wow.
Unreal.
That is unreal. What do you got for the rest of today on this great Monday?
Well, today we talk with Diane Foland from FFOCAS, which is fundraising for our homeless animals, speaking of animals. And we're going to talk about how you can win free groceries for a year.
What?
And from the Common Market. So that'll be coming up just after this.
All right. Love that. Make sure you hit share, like, comment. Make sure you put this out and share it with all your friends and families. We try to make Good Morning Frederick the #1 show in 2025. Dani Gurry, your host, thank you so much for being here with us. We appreciate it. And another great day. Have a great one.
Yes. See you later.
Trending steady. It's trending on Twitter.
It's huge. It's trending all over the internet.
Okay. Can you tell which one of us between my brother and I likes more positivity and good news? I think it's pretty clear there. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Then we're going to be back with Happening in Frederick with a highlight of all the events occurring over the next week or so. Then we've got Diane Foland with FFOCAS. And we're going to ask our guests, what are the top 3 things you love about Frederick? Be thinking about that. I'd like to know what you think about the top 3 things. And that's all coming up just after this.
What makes a magic moment? It's a little bit of the unexpected. a lot of something beautiful, and all of the love you can express. This holiday, make your own magic moment with a box from Colonial Jewelers.
Cosmec Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves, double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmecHealing.com.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shattered family beyond compare.
Travel better with Antietam World Travel Service, your gateway to worry-free journeys. With their extensive network, unmatched experience, and personalized services, you can explore the world with confidence and ease. When you work with Antietam World Travel Service, you get convenience, experience, and connections. Go to AntietamTravel.com now and get started on your dream vacation. All right, let's talk about what is happening in our area of Frederick, Maryland. Happening in Frederick is sponsored by Atlas Wood Floors. They've been serving the area for more than 34 years. Wood floors, luxury vinyl plank, anything you can put on your floor, they can handle. Give Atlas Wood Floors a call today, 301-948-9663. That's 301-948-WOOD. Make sure you ask for Jeff when you call. He'll take care of you, give you a great quote, and take care of all the work for you. 301-948-WOOD, or go to atlaswoodfloors.net. All right, you want to know what's happening in Frederick? You got to find the best calendar in all of the land. You can find that at promocircus.com. Click on Everything Frederick Live and then Calendar of Events. Or if you look in the description of this video, you will see a live link and you will be able to click on it and save the calendar for yourself. Been updated every single day. We add new events because every single day people are adding events to the calendars around the area. So what I do is I take all of the area calendars from local bars and distilleries and breweries to Visit Frederick, let's see what else, Downtown Frederick Partnership, all of these places that people post, I put them all in one spot for you. So if you're an event planner, be really good for you to check out the calendars. Now, there's always something going on, so you're never going to pick a day where there's nothing. So what you're going to want to do as an event planner is look and see how many events are scheduled on the day you're doing something, and then mark it appropriately, right? So if there's 40 events on the day that you want to do your event, you better mark it and outspend those other people to rise to the top. Okay, I am still giving you a lovely gift. Oh, let me run this so that you guys can see that too. Yes, free gifts for you. Free gifts as long as we can do it. All you got to do is text GIFT to 888-465-2944. And thanks to the Maryland Lottery and Good Morning Frederick, you get a free scratch off. That's it. All you got to do is text 888-465-2944 and you get one as long as you're 18 or older. All right. And in the US. Okay. And then, so what you're going to do is once you text that, and I'm going to text you back and say, hey, give me your name if I don't already have it. And then I'm going to tell you you're going to pick up your scratch off at the Home of Everything Frederick. And when you go, because you've already texted, you're going to want to make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. You just show the person at the desk. You're going to pull a number off the wall. There's still a ton of numbers. Actually, yesterday, I was at the shop and Natalie came to pick up the wreath for her friend who won. And she was like, oh, I didn't think that there would be so many numbers left on the wall. Well, there are. So don't fret, okay? We're going to be doing this probably through the 200th show, but I'll have a whole slew of things for you to get on the 200th show. So we're gonna talk about that starting January 1 or January 2, really. Anyway, so there's a bunch of great prizes. There's gift cards, there's Good Morning Frederick merch, there's invites to the 200th show, tons of great stuff there. And yeah, you're going to want to go do that. It's free, it's easy. All right, today is December 30th. How about heading to, let's see, what is happening? Oh, I got to look. I can't see. Oh, the Flying Cows. The Flying Cows are doing a camp at TJ High School today and tomorrow from 9 to 3. Well, you've probably missed a little bit of today, but you can contact them. Maybe your kid who is 8 to 13 years old can still go tomorrow because it's the winter break camp. Or how about head to Sieber Arts Library from 2 to 4 for the Yule Ball winter celebration. They've got games and activities happening there today. I know you're trying to entertain your kids while they're off of school 2 whole weeks. That's a long time. You should be using the calendar every single day. All right, tomorrow is New Year's Eve. Tons of great events going on. Including things for families like 11:30, the Sieber Arts Library New Year's Eve celebration. And then there is also the 1 to 3 Grasshopper Grove Hanukkah celebration, teaching kids about Hanukkah. We are right in the middle of that too. I believe they're still going, yes. And you can head to Crumpy's Donut Drop as a family in Hagerstown. Free entry, donuts for the first 5,000 people, and fireworks. And that finishes at 7 p.m. So early time, which I like. Now, if you're over 21 and you want to do some fun stuff, how about some bingo? I think you only have to be over 18 to play bingo. 5 o'clock in Thurmont to benefit Thurmont Community Ambulance Service. 7 o'clock, it's the Red Horse. Tickets could still be available. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, we cut off Dutch's daughter. Their 13th annual fundraising New Year's Eve from 8 to 1. Surf and turf buffet, late night light fair, DJ silent auction, and your tickets are tax deductible. If you don't want to buy a ticket, you just want to show up somewhere, you can head to Brewer's Alley. You can also head to Benstown. And Candlelights on the Creek is free. And I would say that is family friendly if you're out and about downtown Frederick. If the weather is nice, it is great. Candlelights on the Creek is starts at 9. You can collect your little candle. It looks like a little tea light. And everybody at 10 p.m. drops their tea light into the creek and it lights up. Really kind of cool. And then at midnight, there is a countdown with a key drop on the suspension bridge. I never even knew we had this until a couple years ago. And let's see, Searsville Mansion has that masquerade ball. And then the raffle finishes at midnight for FFOCAS. And we're going to talk with Diane Foland just after this. You want to head to go.rallyup.com for $25. You can get 10 entries to win $6,000 worth of groceries from Common Market. That will give you free groceries for a year, close to that, $500 a month. Not bad at all. Go to go.rallyup.com/free groceries to enter that. And help the homeless animals of Frederick. January 1, Happy New Year. Not too much is going on. It's a day to relax, recharge, and get ready for 2025. Thursday, January 2nd, you can head to your local high school basketball and other sports. Tons are happening actually on Thursday. And you want to support your local high school athletes. From 7 to 9 p.m., you can hit some live jazz at 10th Ward. That's really cool. We've actually been there for one of those. 7 to 10, it's karaoke at Tropics Pots Cuisine Bar and Grill. And how about heading to UMD to see some women's basketball at the Xfinity Center? They're playing from 7 to 10 on Thursday. On Friday, January 3rd, again, tons of high school sports. Support your local high school athletes. We're all about that. It's prime rib night at Callahan's on Rosemont Avenue. And it's the Winter Wonderland, Maryland double-deckers tours, 5:15, 6:45, 8, and 9:15. On Saturday, January 4th, it is first Saturday in downtown Frederick. Got to figure out what's going on, but pretty much downtown has great things happening from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., depending, but certainly from 9 to 5. And then the Winter Wonderland double-decker bus tour continues on Saturday. Sunday, head to Frederick Social for brunch. I went last weekend, I think it was. Delicious brunch. I had, I think, what was kind of equivalent to avocado toast with an egg and all kinds of great stuff on it. My husband had the bowl with the potatoes in the bottom and egg and all kinds of toppings. Delicious. I totally recommend it. And if you gotta ask for apple cider, caramel apple cider. It's on the adult beverage side. Of course, you can have that without alcohol, but that was so warm and tasty. And then how about heading to one of our local breweries, 11 a.m. football Sunday, $5 kicker drafts at Rack. 1 o'clock, it's game day at Benstown. 1 to 4, it's Bricks and Brews at Idiom. And if your kids are looking for something to do, 1 to 2, it's skills development with the Flying Cows at Crestwood Middle. And coming soon, you're going to want to keep these on your calendar. January 10th is another Maryland double-deckers. Then the 11th, how about a pop-up Brunswick at 102 West Potomac Street from 4 to 7? Or again, the final, I believe this is the final Maryland double-deckers ride that you can get until the spring. And then January 14th, you're going to want to head to come see the 200th show. And we're going to have details about this, but if you can't be there in person, you're going to want to watch. We are going to be giving out a ton of prizes, including you get your chance to win a portion of 200 Maryland Lottery scratch-offs that we will be giving away during the course of the show, but you have to watch in order to win. And you're going to have to watch live because if you don't watch live, I think you're going to miss out. January 16th, trivia for the singles in Frederick at the Home of Everything Frederick, 6 to 9 p.m. That's going to be a lot of fun. We need to get you out there. I'm already corralling some people I know to head to that. It's going to be a lot of fun. February 5th, it is the African Americans of Excellence Award. It is the kickoff exhibit event at the Weinberg. Please, you're going to want to attend. Get your tickets, just $15 a person if you go to weinbergcenter.org. If you can't attend, but you would love to support this event, how about donating $150 and we will select 2 families to attend in your name. We are choosing kids from the Boys and Girls Club and City Youth Matrix and their families who would like to attend this event but would otherwise not be able to. We can do that in your name, and you will be shouted out. And just $150 donation, which is tax deductible. Check your accountants for all the details. But you're going to want to do that, and then some kids and their families can attend. February 8th, it's the Bootleggers Ball at Union Mills. Tickets are on sale now. And March 5th, we are auctioning off the photographs and artwork from the African Americans of Excellence exhibit. Okay, and that's going to be at Warehouse Cinemas. That's going to be a reception that is open, free to attend. You're going to want to come on out and meet some of the honorees and some of the artists and photographers and videographers who participated in that event. Okay, we are going to take one more quick break. Then we're going to be back with Diane Foland from FFOCAS, which is the Friends of the Frederick County Animal Shelter. And we're going to ask our guest, what are the top 3 things you love about Frederick? And we're going to get their responses. And I'd love to see your responses as well. And all of that is coming up just after this.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is powered by Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care, Need an oil change or brakes? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can take care of that. How about exhaust or engine work? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can do that too. No matter what you need for your car, Ken's Automotive and Transmissions is total car care. Go to kenstrans.com to schedule an appointment today.
Dream Free Art, Frederick's first and only splatter room. New location, new beginner-friendly artful shenanigans for all ages. Come fling paint and make a masterpiece in Dream Free Art Splatter Room, or join us for a fun and unique art experience. Book your next birthday party, corporate event, date night, or family outing at dreamfreeart.com to unleash your inner artist today. Dream Free Art. Free your creativity.
A&S Construction is a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business, and they're right here in Frederick, servicing Frederick County. A&S Construction specialize in roofing, siding, windows. They can also fix up your gutters and build you a new patio and deck. Call 301-703-2157 or email info@ansconstruction.net. Remember, because you watch Good Morning Frederick, you get $750 off any roof or siding replacement or $50 off any roof repairs. Just let Sandra know you saw her on Good Morning Frederick. Remember, A&S Construction for all your exterior home needs. Okay, let's talk about who is doing good in our neighborhood. Oh, I've got two. Okay, let's talk about who's doing good in our neighborhood. Doing Good in the Neighborhood, Part 1, is sponsored by Intense Barbecue. Let me just tell you, not only are they a food truck, they do catering and they serve delicious food. I had them at a holiday party with a nacho bar with pulled pork, pulled chicken, and brisket with all the toppings. They came, they set up everything. People raved about it because they could make sliders, they could make nachos with all the toppings and fixins. It was easy and I didn't have to worry about anything. They cleaned up and everything was excellent. IntenseBarbecue.com. That's IN, the number 1, the number 0, bbq.com. When you get Intense Barbecue, you can satisfy your meat tooth. All right, Diane Foland is from FFOCAS, and they do a lot for our homeless pets here in Frederick. Let's hear from her. Diane Foland is my next guest on Good Morning Frederick. Good morning, Diane. How are you?
Good morning. Just fine. Thank you so much.
Oh, you are welcome. So I have worked with you previously on a fundraiser you did last year, the raffle, to raise money for, you are part of Frederick Friends of our Frederick County Animal Shelter, right?
Right. Yeah, you got it. Very good. We just pronounced the acronym FOCUS, but yes.
Yes,
that's
FOCUS. FOCUS is right. And the money you guys raise goes toward helping homeless pets get rehomed and have whatever they need, right, when they're rehomed.
That's right. So we actually have 5 programs that through FOCUS that supports local homeless pets in 5 different ways. So way number 1 is just what you described. So our goal is to help keep pets out of the shelter. So if someone finds that they're not able to keep their pet anymore, we want to avoid them going to the shelter as like a default response. And so we'd rather a pet go from a home to a home rather than home shelter to a home. And so that's our Project Hope program, where we try to just rehome pets so we can just circumnavigate the shelter altogether.
Okay.
And Yeah, so that's one mission that we have, and that's our Project Hope mission. The other goal that we have is through our Brooks Medical Fund. And so with that, we are providing financial support for the medical bills of the pets at the shelter. So a lot of people don't know this, but the shelter is funded by taxes, and those taxes really fund like the basic care, like the, required vaccines, like rabies vaccines, and just, basic care. But anything above and beyond that, it's really hard for the shelter to find room in the budget. They do everything they can with the budget that they have. But, there's things that go outside of that. And that's where we come in. So if a dog has a broken leg or a cat needs an x-ray, a pet is likely to be adopted if they have those medical needs met beforehand. And so we try to meet those needs so that pet can get better and get the treatment they need. So that's the second program. The third program is our Brickles Behavior Fund. And so, pets can be put down, through conversations with a pet parent and the veterinarian if their behaviors are, unsafe for the home or for the community. And so pets with aggressive behaviors are more likely to be put down. And so we want to avoid that as much as possible. And so we will fund, when appropriate, behavioral intervention for pets at the shelter or pets in the community when possible, where we pay for a dog trainer or a cat trainer to provide intervention recommendations to help that pet to be, able to be in a home. And so the fourth program is we have our own foster cat program that's called Cats with Character, because not all cats can be at the shelter. The shelter, again, does everything they can, but it's a noisy place. We can't stop the dogs from barking. Yeah. And that's useful for the cats to constantly hear. And so some cats, can handle it, and some cats are just miserable. And a miserable cat is less likely to be adopted. A cat scared, overwhelmed, a person's going to pass them by. And so we have a foster cat program for those scaredy cats or those cats with more serious medical needs that need more supervision and care than what the shelter can provide. And so the last program that we do, the fifth one, is that we have our Shelter Supply Assistance Fund. And so we can provide shelter supplies, like maybe like medications or enrichment toys. Like, for example, there's a dog, Evan, there, and he really, really loves toys, but he's not allowed to have squeaker toys. And so we provide like the special toys that he needs. We just bought $1,000 worth of supplies for the pets at the shelter, like cat beds, so they can have the cat tents and things like that. And so that's our fifth program, where we provide those supplies and even training for the animal control officers as well.
Oh, very good. Well, we love Evan. I really want Evan to get adopted.
I walk him on Saturdays, and that's something that I want the community to know as well, is that the shelter is interested in volunteer dog walkers. Like, even if you can't have a pet in your home, you can go and you can, after you do the training, you can take a dog for a walk and bring them back, and, you can help in that way as well.
Of course. Absolutely. How long have you been with Focus?
I've been with Focus for 3 years now.
Okay. All right. Well, we appreciate all you're doing. And now we need the community's help because culminating on New Year's Eve, at midnight is your raffle to win free groceries for a year from Common Market.
Yes, we are thrilled about this prize. We did a survey back at the end of summer, and we just wanted to see what people wanted to win. So we said, do you want free gas for a year, free groceries for a year? Do you want free housekeeping for a year? Do you want a spa weekend getaway? Do you want a shopping spree? And groceries was the sure winner.
Oh, wow. I can understand why. I certainly, with the cost of everything right now, I get it for sure.
Yeah. So, it's just $25 to get 10 entries. There's other entry levels as well, but $25 minimum can get you $6,000 worth of groceries.
That is a bargain. And as I said on my show, I think last week was, hey, $25. Even if you don't win the groceries, you win by helping a great organization, which is looking out for our pets here in Frederick. So we really appreciate all the work that you guys do to support Frederick County Animal Shelter. And, we are here to support you 100%. So you guys do the drawing on New Year's Day, right?
Yes, I'm actually going to be doing the drawing at Center Court at the Fountain at the FSK Mall at 11:15 a.m. And so I'll be right there in the center where you normally see like Santa, and I'm going to be doing the drawing right there. You don't need to be present to win. I will be emailing the winner and putting the winner on social media, but we'd love to have a crowd gather there to see who the winner is going to be. It's quite a prize.
That will be phenomenal. Just out of curiosity, what is your goals each year to that are needed to support what you're doing with all of these programs?
As far as our financial goal?
Yeah.
It would be ideal if we could continue to stay around the $50,000 to $60,000 mark.
Yeah.
But the more we make, the more pets we can support. We try not to say no, but sometimes it'd be picky and choosy depending on our budget that we have. But if we could continue to get in the donations and stay around that mark, that would be
absolutely
really helpful. So our bingo that we have every April and our raffle really carry the big financial boost that we need. And we do some other smaller events, which we're no less grateful for.
Yeah.
But those are two anchors that really keep us going. Without bingo and without our annual big fall raffle, it would be much harder to support the pets.
Of course. How else can Frederick County or residents get involved in helping you other than the financial support with this raffle?
Sure. So there's a lot of things that residents can do that don't include financial help. One thing is to spay and neuter their pets. So that can really be helpful to decrease the pet population. And so I know that's often said, but it really can't be said too much.
Right.
Spay and neuter, and encourage anyone in your life who maybe doesn't believe in spaying and neutering or thinks like, oh, they're fine, they don't leave the house. I don't want to put them through that. It really just takes one time, as we know. So it really does help decrease the pet population. Also, microchipping pets helps keep them from getting lost. And so when they're not lost, we don't have that animal control officer needing to go get them and that stressful cycle of bringing them into the shelter and then having to come get them. And so microchipping your pet can really, help get them back home to you faster. And there's free microchip clinics throughout the year that Frederick County Humane Society offers, and discounted microchip opportunities. So that's another way that the community can help. The community can help by also spreading the word to know that the shelter is not a scary place. It's not a bad place. It's not, the pound or, what we sometimes think of as it's just a bunch of mean pit bulls there. And, those are problem animals and don't adopt there. I really would encourage anyone listening, if you're interested in bringing a pet into your home, to check the shelter. Because there are so many wonderful animals there, and don't believe in any negative stereotypes that are maybe a little more old fashioned now.
Yes.
So that would be wonderful. And to encourage people in your life too. If you hear anyone speaking negatively about shelter pets too.
Yeah. Well, we're all big on the adopt, don't shop. We have Possum Pets every Monday where we feature one of the great animals at Frederick County Animal Control. And we will be here to support you 100% in your endeavors to raise money and continue to help our local pets. We thank you so much, Diane.
Thank you so much, Dani. We really appreciate it.
All right. Support our local pets by heading to go.rallyup.com/free groceries or FFOCAS.org. Okay. And another market makers. We're going to do market makers right here. Market Makers is sponsored by Dublin Roasters, the Frederick Coffee House, fueled by love and positivity. Visit Dublin Roasters at 1780 North Market Street or DublinRoastersCoffee.com, where you can have coffee delivered right to your door. All right, I asked guests about the top 3 things they loved about Frederick. Here are their answers. It's Dani, and I asked my guest, what are the top 3 things you love about Frederick? Here are their answers.
Where do I start?
I think that the culture that we have here of people being kind and nice to each other.
The people.
One is the community.
I love that Frederick is so vibrant.
How friendly everyone is.
This county is so amazing at giving back.
I've never lived in an area where the community is so supportive and just well connected.
Like the people are the difference in Frederick.
The geography.
The sense of community.
There's so many different activities and things to do.
There's always something to do.
The food.
I love the restaurants.
We are in such a great location as a launching point to other places in the area.
I love the historic downtown.
This is magical.
Wineries, big fan of wineries.
The people.
The community. Second favorite thing is that we retained the old architecture from the 1700s. And
I love this little walkable vibe, this walkable downtown.
Yeah. We're also close enough to DC.
The compassion and the outreach in the community is really unparalleled.
I love the diversity.
We have that special,
we do.
Whatever it is, we have
got it.
Feel the creek. I mean,
the scenery and the activities.
I love how relatively small town it feels.
In Frederick, everybody is so welcoming and open.
There's a genuine sense of community here.
I love the community
of the creek.
It's nice, it's quiet, the people are great. It's been a blessing for not just from the business perspective, from a family perspective.
I love the community.
We are never at a lack of things to do. Just look at your calendar.
The people that make up this community is really different.
There's something going on every day.
It's very vibrant.
It's the downtown. The downtown's so cute.
Business support.
Nature. I mean, there's a lot of really great parks and hiking and streams. So as a family, we enjoy doing that.
I love from the Frederick, the community.
Love the school system. With
the sense of pride that everyone has in the community.
Yeah. I am a big fan of some of the shops downtown.
Yeah.
It's small enough that you can still see people you know.
The young community in a way of like, they're very active. I feel like people really go outside and move around.
The people.
The first that comes to mind is the community.
Frederick is so friendly.
Food is amazing. The collaboration is unparalleled that we have.
The community.
This is an amazing place to raise family.
I love hiking and I love anywhere nature, and I love Cunningham Falls. I love anything like that.
I love how friendly the people are.
Our connectedness.
One, the people.
I'm really happy to be here.
I feel like Frederick has a little bit of everything. Like we have the downtown scene. We have all sorts of shops, so I can go do like my errands, and then nature is just like right there, so I can get out and get in touch with nature.
Probably the food.
You can't talk about Frederick without talking about restaurants, man. There's so many good restaurants.
People are so friendly and so welcoming.
Collective effervescence.
How can we support each other,
Yeah.
right? And Frederick does just an insanely good job of that.
It's unique,
I love the sense of community here.
The people.
I love the many places you can go to eat. There's enormous choices out there, and it's fun experimenting in different restaurants and trying new things I never tried before. I like that.
Yeah. Embrace risk as a community.
The collaboration that we have.
I love the growth. I love that we never stop trying to find ways to solve the problems in Frederick County.
I don't see us ever moving from here.
That's what makes Frederick one of the best places to live in the world, probably.
Yes, there we go. Were those some of the 3 things you love about Frederick? I'd love to know. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. or you can watch anytime on YouTube. Have a great day. Let's get out there and let's be great, Frederick, because I tell you, there is nothing better than being great ourselves. Have a